Hey, what's happening? My name is Tuto Marangula and welcome back to another episode of the show that you didn't ask for, didn't need, but still got. Like your grandmother getting a 5th booster shot, even though we know that that's too many shots or too many shows. It's Mzansi in 5. Now let's start off with the very popular Chinese spyware app, TikTok. I know what it's called. I just don't respect it or its users enough to say it right. The Food and Drug Administration in America has warned TikTok subscribers against following a growing trend referred to as the NyQuil challenge, where young users post clips of themselves marinating their chicken in NyQuil. Now, for people that don't live in the US, NyQuil is an extremely potent cold and flu medication. It's like if codeine went to private school. And I've used NyQuil before when I was sick, and 1 cap of it was enough to sedate me for 8 to 10 hours. So it's great if you're sick, not if you're trying to cook chicken with it. Now, most US states have laws in place that require you to be at least 21 to be able to purchase NyQuil. And in my opinion, once you can vote or fight in a war and you still decide to cook your chicken and flu medication, that's on you. Just natural selection. It's merely Mother Nature cutting the crust off the shit sandwich we like to call overpopulation. My worry though is that 25% of TikTok users are between the ages of 10 and 19. Now, whether I'm talking to those users or their parents, I need you to listen to me. Do not cook medicine. Don't do it. You're adding an additional chemical reaction to a compound that's already complete. The concoction is a lot more potent. This much NyQuil was enough to put me to sleep for half a day. Pouring an entire bottle of it into chicken, then cooking it is deadly. You are going to die. And not die in like a cute, funny way like in Fort Mike, where you respawn and keep playing. Once again, I know it's not called Fort Mike. I just don't care enough to say it properly. Look, there's a reason why crack cocaine is that much more dangerous than regular cocaine, because it's gone through an additional cooking process that changes its chemical composition. Plus, this is just a culinary crime. You're wasting good chicken. If you want to do drugs, do the drugs, then donate the chicken to charity. Don't do drugs, please. This brings me to my second point, which is millennial parenting. And I'm not talking about our parents, I'm talking about us. Now, I don't have any kids that I know of, but I cannot stress this enough to young parents. Please stop outsourcing parental responsibilities to cell phones and other electronic devices. I'm not saying don't buy your children these devices. I'm just saying supervise and monitor their activities. You're handing your child the most powerful and destructive piece of technology in human history. All of this before they even know what their left or right hand is. There are millions of adolescent kids who have been thrust into this virtual existence online, and they're fighting a silent battle alone in their bedrooms. And they may get exposed to stupid shit like the NyQuil challenge, or even worse, they're being cyberbullied or harassed. How many stories have we read or heard of a 15-year-old girl that decides to take their own life because of cyberbullying or social media? And people immediately want to blame Mark Zuckerberg. I know what his name is. Look, it's not TikTok or social media's responsibility to raise your child. Their responsibility is to their shareholders. And did you know that most tech billionaires and executives don't even allow their own children to use social media or have cell phones until they're 21? Because as drug dealers, they know the game, bro. Don't get high off your own supply. Let's move on to Cape Town, where a snake shelter has taken to its Instagram page to make people aware that load shedding has been impacting pet snakes negatively. This was after a ball python came in for a checkup. The python had developed a nasal discharge with bubbles coming from its mouth. The hospital released a statement saying, "We are seeing a lot of snakes with problems related to a drop in their vivarium temperatures due to load shedding, especially during colder nights. Respiratory disease, digestive issues, and constipation are just some of the problems that we see arising from this." And in other news, human beings, particularly those in low-income areas, have also reportedly been negatively affected by load shedding, by not having access to clean or hot water, many of whom have complained about not being able to cook food at night because of the lack of power. But please, let's take a moment of silence for those poor snakes. That's it. Happy Wednesday. My name is Tuto Marangula. It's Mzansi in 5.